If stairs feel harder, your knees ache, or you're out of breath faster than you used to be, this isn't just age. It's your body screaming for help, and ignoring it will only make things worse. But with just 5 movements, you can start reversing this decline today. Let's fix it right now before it turns into a real crisis. The first exercise is backward walking. It's also called retro walking. You see, walking backwards reduces knee joint loads and lights up quads and hip extensors in a way that can lower pain and improve function at the same time, especially relevant for stair work. Randomized trials in knee osteoarthritis show 6 weeks of retro walking added to standard therapy reduces pain and disability more than conventional therapy alone. Other controlled trials show walking backwards improves balance and functional mobility across conditions that challenge gait. So here's how you do it. Start on a flat, clear hallway or track or pavement. Stand tall, ribs down, eyes forward, and you could glance back at needed. The beginner protocol would be 4 rounds of 90 seconds at an easy pace, 3 days a week. You're simply just walking backwards at an easy pace for 90 seconds. You're going to pause, do that for 4 rounds. As you progress, build up to 10 minutes continuous. Then you can add a slight incline or light resistance, like pulling a sled or putting a weighted vest on top of you. Now, it's important to step toe to heel. Keep your knees soft and push the floor away behind you. When you do this continuously, it trains controlled knee extension and hip drive without the compressive loads you feel in a forward descent. This is the perfect prep for going downstairs with less pain. The second exercise, it's called eccentric step downs. People with knee pain often struggle with eccentric movement, the lowering phase. And this is exactly what you need for descent control. Eccentric quadricep training reduces pain and improves function in human studies and is particularly relevant to stair tasks. So here's the setup. Here's how you do it. Use a 4 to 6 inch step. It could be a sturdy box or maybe a small ladder. Stand tall. 1 foot on the step, the other hovering off the edge. Slowly lower your body by bending the knee of the stance leg until the free heel lightly taps the floor. Keep the knee tracking over the second or third toe. Control the lowering for 3 to 4 seconds and then stand back up in 1 to 2 seconds. You want to do 3 sets of 6 to 8 slow reps per side 3 times per week. Exercise number 3, hip abductor strength. These are side steps, also called monster walks and clamshells. Weak glutes let the knee cave inward on stairs. Several random controlled trials show that adding hip abductor / external rotator strengthening to knee work yields greater pain reductions, especially during stair descent versus knee exercises alone. So it's a 2-move combo. You want to get resistance bands and have those bands just above the knees. Step 1, band side steps. A slight hip hinge, ribs down, 10 to 12 steps each way for 2 to 3 steps. Then you want to do clamshells. You're going to lie down, side lying, heels together, open knee without rolling pelvis, and do 12 to 15 reps, 2 to 3 sets on each side. You only have to do this about 3 times per week. You want to make sure you keep your knees aligned over midfoot and you feel the burn on the outer hip, not in your back. Exercise number 4. This is an easy one. Weighted step-ups. To go upstairs comfortably, you need leg power, not just strength. In a randomized controlled trial with mobility-limited older adults, weighted stair climbing, in this example they were using a weighted vest, improved double leg press peak power by about 17%, and stair climb power by 12% over 12 weeks versus a walking program. So here's how you do it. Start with your body weight on an 8 to 10 inch step. Drive the whole foot, stand tall, and then a soft land back down. You're gonna go up in 1 second and then down in 2 to 3 seconds. Eventually, you'll progress to a weighted vest, which is about 5 to 10% of your body weight as your form allows. You never wanna compromise form. I'll drop a link in the notes of this lesson for the step up you can use and the weighted vest you could also use. You wanna do 3 sets of 8 reps each leg, 2 to 3 times a week, with at least about 48 hours between these movements. Exercise number 5, high speed calf raises. Every stair step starts at the ankle. Calf power predicts walking and functional performance in older adults. And home-based, high-speed calf raise training improves the rate of torque development and balance in elderly adults. Emerging randomized work in older adults shows explosive plantar flexor training improves gait speed and neuromuscular function. So here's how you perform this exercise. Stand at a counter for light support. Rise fast onto the balls of your feet. Lower slow for about 2 to 3 seconds. Beginners start with 3 sets of 12 reps, both legs. Progress into 3 sets of 8 single leg, and then you could add a weighted vest that's about 5 to 10% of your body weight. You want to do this 3 times per week. Don't bounce during these exercises. Pause briefly at the top and keep knees slightly soft. So how do you put all this together? I'm going to put together a calendar, a 7-day protocol for you to follow these exercises. And I'll also put notes in the YouTube lesson down below so you could learn more about these exercises. But here's the 7-day protocol. Monday, you want to do 10 minutes of retro walking plus the hip band combo. Tuesdays are eccentric step downs and high speed calf raises. Wednesday, you're going to take a day off or do a gentle walk. Thursday, weighted step ups with the hip band combo. Friday, retro walking for 10 minutes followed by high-speed calf raises. Saturday is optional where you could either rest or do 1 to 2 micro bouts of real stairs where you're just walking up and down stairs. Sunday, you want to take off, maybe do some mobility dynamic stretching. Now, I know you have some questions on this topic, which I'll get to in a minute. Before I do, I want to give you a resource that's going to actually help your body lower inflammation and achieve better results with what I just shared. It's called my World's Easiest Breakfast Diet. Now, this is important. If your belly fat hasn't moved in months, even though you've been doing everything right, it's not your fault. You've been lied to. The real problem, visceral fat, insulin resistance, metabolic dysfunction. And no one's shown you how to fix this until now. This free 7-day guide flips your fat burning switch. And the best part, 0 calorie counting, 0 guesswork, and meals so simple it feels like you're cheating. This is your body's reset button. If you're sick of starting over, click the first link in the description box below, or if you're watching on YouTube, scan the QR code on the screen and take back control. This isn't just a diet, it's the last one you'll ever need. Now let's get to your questions. How long before I notice real results climbing stairs again? Well, if you follow that routine I just gave you, that 7-day protocol, after the first week, you should notice results, meaning climbing stairs easier, up or down, and your breathing will be improved, meaning you're out of breath less. Now, the more consistently you follow this over the following weeks, the more results you'll get. What's the difference between retro walking and walking backward on a treadmill? Is one safer? You could totally use a treadmill for the retro walking, which is walking backwards. Actually, I do that. And I put the treadmill on an incline, and then I'm walking backwards, and I hold the handles, and I simply do that. I do the exercises that way, and you could do it on a treadmill. It's probably the safest way to do it. You could walk around your neighborhood. That's totally fine. But your neighbors might think you're a little weird. Why is this woman walking backwards? But maybe you could explain to them why you're doing it, and they could join you. But either way will work. Outside on a flat pavement or on a treadmill. Either option works. Should I do these before or after my regular workout or cardio sessions? I would do it before. It's a great way to get you ready for the workout or the cardio session. What kind of resistant band or weighted vest do you recommend for beginners? I'll drop a link in the notes of this lesson for the resistant bands that I would recommend and the weighted vest that I also recommend. If I don't have stairs or a step platform at home, what can I use instead? I'll drop a link for a step up you can buy on Amazon for cheap. In the notes, I'll put that link. That's the protocol. Follow it. You're going to feel better. You're going to look better, and you're going to be able to live your life more efficiently. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And if you love this lesson, I recently published a video on how to tighten and flatten your stomach with 3 simple exercises. Here's a clip from that lesson. Then what you want to do is click the video on the screen and then watch this video next. I'll see you there. This exercise targets the transverse abdominis, which is the deepest abdominal muscle often ignored in traditional ab routines. It pulls your stomach inward rather than building it outward. It also improves posture, supports your spine, and creates the appearance of a smaller waist without a single crunch.